I'm going to sign off, but I'm going to keep it running. And then everything after this marker we can use for outtakes. Outtakes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Because I got, whatchamacallit, the, all my spots are lined up. Like, because I can only do 15 minutes at a time. All my spots are lined up. Hold on a second. Okay. So I'll just do a quick sign off. And then we can get back to the convo. I thank you once again for coming on the show to talk about this. This is amazing.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
This is amazing. Okay. So that's it for Force of Freedom. And we'll see you next time when we talk about Force of Freedom again and do the Season 2 finale and the Season 3 premiere, which is tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. Because I've been trying to finish this season for 9 months. So, 9 months to do a 3-month job. Alright, people. RAMBOMANIA will be back right after this. Excellent. Excellent! Hold on. I'm just gonna save it.
I found this. This is definitely, I'm definitely gonna get this too. Hang on a minute. Let me send it to you right quick. You're gonna freak out on this one, because I even freaked out. Oh man, I'm gonna get this. Very vintage, so I'm gonna get it.
Whoa! You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. I hit the wrong button there. Sorry about Okay, hold on. Oh, that was you! I was closing something else and I thought I closed it. Oh shit!
I just found. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Definitely. I want, oh my god, I want some stuff like that. I guess you know what, I'm gonna buy a fucking Rambo shirt today. I've been trying to look for one and I can't find one in any store. I'm gonna get one online.
There's actually a Rambo Force of Freedom hat, a Force of Freedom cap somewhere.
Yeah, I got a picture of it. It's a really bad picture, but hopefully it shows up on the video tomorrow. Sometimes I get lucky and the small, tiny pictures turn out pretty nice on the full screen.
I want to give you that hat. That's so cool. I'll give you that hat.
Definitely.
I know Rambo Rack has one, but it's not Force of Freedom. It just has the title Rambo First Blood Part 2, but I want to get that one.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just make sure everything came out. Oh no. Yeah, it came out. So pop culture, my friend. You want to do pop culture right now? Or you want to stitch? We'll just continue, and then we could stitch this onto pop culture later. We can add it later.
We can do it later.
Excellent.
We can do it later.
Excellent, excellent. This will be like a to be continued episode into season 3.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh.
Since you're doing Halloween, since you do a Halloween special on like horror movies that kind of had similarities to Rambo, like with First Blood, like with I Spit on Your Grave, the remake of I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
How it was kind of like a horror version of First Blood, because it was this person comes into town and she wasn't meant looking for who wasn't meant on looking for trouble, but trouble found her, and she gets pushed so much to the boiling point that she goes nuts. That's kind of like the same similarity to First Blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, sure, she fucking snaps, man.
Absolutely.
That scene after she's all fucked up and she gets up there off the ground and she's all like... Yeah. There was a zombie movie that Mickey Cardoni showed me. With John Saxon. Cannibal Apocalypse or something like that. That one had, that one was really... It was kind of like Rambo. Like, pretty much there, but it had like cannibals in it. It was really weird. It was cool. It's like an old Italian slasher movie.
Oh, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like going back to like the remake of I Spit on Your Grave was how it was some of the First Blood, like the sheriff was like was like the bad guy in it. That's kind of like similar to First Blood in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. I'll be right back as well. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Whew. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to get your take on Richard Crenna as an expendable. How do you think they could have done it? How do you think they would have done? Say like if Richard Crenna was still around, what do you think they would have done with him in Rambo 4, and what do you think they would have done with him in The Expendables? Because you know Sly would ask him definitely to be in The Expendables.
I think he would definitely. I think he would have played like a character that was kind of a shady government guy, kind of similar to Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I haven't seen Expendables 3, but the way how Harrison Ford approached his character was kind of like how he was an inside government man who was helping him out. It was kind of like how he was older. It was kind of like it kind of mirrored how Richard Crenna would have been in those films.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. I could see that.
Maybe Sly modeled the Harrison Ford character after Richard Crenna.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's very possible. He would be I'm pretty sure he would make an awesome bad guy too.
Oh yeah.
Just so like his acting ability is so great. Just like with that, like we were saying last time with that Richard Beck movie, his acting, he played essentially almost 3 different incarnations of himself through that whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just brings you along for the ride every time. Every time.
It does.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch some of his old westerns and stuff.
You know what movie you should watch? That was kind of like he also played a military type character, The Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen.
Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, that is a good movie.
Oh yeah, I see the trailer here. 1966.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, Crenna looks pretty badass.
Oh, he does. And he played like a military authority figure in that one. Yeah, you should review that sometime on the show after you watch it, because because like I said, he plays a character that was similar to Trotman, a military authority figure.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, just. I can't wait to get to his other character in Hot Shots Part 2. Part 2. Part 2.
That'll be a treat. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of, like, you know, like between Rambo 3 and Rambo 4, or even like going up to Rambo 3, they had like all those, you know, like the Rambo knockoffs. I was gonna add a ton of knockoffs in the This Time It's Up to You and the RAMBOMANIA Phenomenon episodes, but I was looking at it and I was just like, man, if I do knockoffs, I'll be here all fucking day doing Rambo knockoffs. And I wanted to look at like Hot Shots Part 2, and I wanted to look at Son of Rambo. And because the kid in there acts like Troutman. I wanted to do Gremlins 2. I wanted to give Gizmo his own episode. And I wanted to do UHF. You know. Argumentably, I think UHF kind of has two. Like, you know, like it has like Gandhi 2 and Rambo.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and don't forget, we gotta mention, speaking of knockoffs, we gotta mention some inspiration movies like Commando and Die Hard that were inspired by Rambo. A lot of people say Commando was a Rambo knockoff, but if you look at it, Commando was kind of like its own thing.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, I was watching some sort of. It might be that one we were talking about earlier about Force of Freedom, when they were saying that it almost looks like they watched the beginning of Commando and modeled their version of Rambo for Force of Freedom off of Commando. Because, like, when we meet John Matrix, he's very charming and fun, and even though he's a big guy, you wouldn't automatically assume he was military. Kind of like Rambo, how they projected Rambo.
Exactly.
They project more Rambo like he's like a Native American more than anything else, you know. So.
Exactly, and just like Force of Freedom, there were actually, we should have brought this up in Force of Freedom, there were actually Commando action figures that kind of had this, and they were a figure, and there was a series of where they made more villains for John Matrix, kind of like with Rambo with Force of Freedom.
Yeah. And there was like Rambo, like pencil erasers, like those huge ones, or erasers, and they had like the sharpener too. It was like a huge, cool stuff, man. That you gotta give it to the '80s. The '80s had innovative, like, fucking stuff.
No doubt. No doubt. If you look at it, Rambo was like the first like movie merchandise craze in Star Wars that dealt with an R-rated franchise. That was completely over the top for kids. All the stuff they made. It was like the first big movie franchise since Star Wars that had an R-rated that was R-rated. That was this crazy stuff that we mentioned.
Yeah. Another thing about that too is, like, man,